my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Throwing to start the drive. Hagan over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Hagan. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And let's take a look at the Texans' offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hagan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Let's go, defense. Get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Hagan. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a handoff to start the drive. The starts. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down. Starts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll run on 1st down. Beltran. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down. Starks. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
60 out now.
A gain of 2.
To throw on 3rd down. Hagan. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Starks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Ready. 91.
Let's go.
Ready.
Starks. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. To throw on second down. Hagan, that's complete, right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
70. Indy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On second down now, Starks. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Hagan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Stop here, D.
Off play action. Hagan. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miles. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Hagan. Over the middle, complete. It's Robertson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Swanson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Swanson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Now, a big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's where it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Starks, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, complete. It's Miles. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hagan, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Hagan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Starks. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Hagan looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to throw. Hagan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin with a matchup of the 2 teams that Peyton Manning took to a Super Bowl championship. Denver.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Put up. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here are the Texans to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. 53. Line 53.
They'll begin the drive on the ground with Starks. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
91.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Again on the ground, again with Starks. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, we got 3. 3 down. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Starks. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run here for Starks. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hagan under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Sack City.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60 or. No. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Hagan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miles. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On 1st down, Hagan. It's complete. This is Starks. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Miles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Starks. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down now, Beltran. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off the bootleg. Hagan. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Starks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. This is Starks. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon. Yeah,
they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
70, Indy.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Brandon, just mark that under the category.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.